this will apparently, maybe the thumbnail just made me showing Superman's junk to the camera. Uh, anyway, hey everybody, welcome back. I know it's been a little bit, but it's January 1st, 2026, and I think I'm just going to give this another go. Like, see if I can just get some videos out consistently this year. Not really worried about my setup, clearly not worried about the mess in this room right now. But I've been waiting to do this one for a couple weeks. I got a brand new Hot Toys in, and I've been looking forward to this one for a very long time. And I'm sure, based on my attire, you can guess which one it is. But it is the Hot Toys Superman and Crypto set from the new James Gunn film. This one went on pre-order. It may have gone on pre-order like the day that the movie was released, or maybe the day before the movie was released. So we're talking about back in July. This went on pre-order, and at the time, I'm fairly certain that they announced that it would be out. Like, the estimated delivery date was something like September 2025 to February of 2026, which I thought was great. I thought, oh my God, there's a chance that I could literally have this figure in hand 2 months after the movie came out. Clearly, it took a little bit longer than that. But it's here. It just got delivered, like I said, a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to do a quick unboxing here and just kind of look and see what comes with it. Just for those of you that haven't seen my YouTubes or I'm sorry, my TikToks about it, I love the movie. I thought it was phenomenal. It was one of the best superhero movies I've seen in a long time. It is probably my favorite Superman movie of all time. I'm a huge Christopher Reeve fan. Loved Superman 1 and 2. I have a lot of nostalgia for 3 and 4. I know a lot of people don't like them, and there's definitely some things with them that are not as great. But anyway, huge Christopher Reeve fan. But I've seen this movie at least a dozen times now, and everything about it. It's got the feel of the Christopher Reeve movies. It's got the action of the James Gunn, or I'm sorry, the Zack Snyder Superman films. Like, it seems like the best of every possible iteration of Superman that we've ever had, all combined into one, and all the elements of it that I enjoyed from those interpretations. So, just off the bat, it's a huge box. It comes in this plastic bag. See if I can get the tape undone and get it out of the plastic at least. It looks like maybe there's a slip case on it as well. But they really didn't want you getting in here, did they? There we go. Fold that tape over. I don't want to get that stuck on the box there. It's got a plastic cover on it as well. I'm trying not to take off. So yeah, it's different from other Hot Toys that I've opened recently. That's got this plastic slipcase that's over the box. Oh, that's really cool. I don't know if you can see, the light's probably glaring on it, but it has the embossed Superman logo on this plastic cover for it, as well as you can see here it says Superman and Crypto, DC Studios, MMS, is that 5, MMS 81216 collectible set. All right. It's got the Hot Toys logo down here, but that whole cover comes off. That's actually really cool. I wish I had more room to display packaging, because some of the packages for these things are really cool. But there's the box. You've got Superman logo. On the back, you've got all the manufacturing information. Other side is the same. The top you've got Superman logo, and the bottom you've got the S shield. So cool box. It does have a window display. There's some interesting. Oh, it's got. So I'm guessing that it's got some like a reflective streaking. I'm not sure. There you can kind of see the reflection on some of the streaking on the box. I guess that's intentional. It doesn't. Maybe it's supposed to be adding like the motion effects for him flying. I actually kind of wish they hadn't done that because it just looks like the box has crap on it. Oh well, that's a great shot too. That was, I believe, maybe the first official poster for the movie. Had David Cornsweet in the flying pose there, and you've got your Superman logo up front. It does have a window, so you open it up, and there, I can't even see this, but it does have the look up, and then it says in the sky. Interesting that they added in the sky. That was not part of the marketing for the movie itself. So the figure looks great. It does say on the inside here, Hot Toys presents movie masterpiece series Superman and Krypto. Same thing from the front, MMS 81216 collectible set. It looks like you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of hands that come extra, and then the set that's on the figure itself. You've got the Fortress of Solitude base in the back here. You've got Krypto, and then you've got the Superman figure here. Not a lot of accessories, kind of. I mean, having Krypto be included is kind of a big deal. Like, I'm super happy that they included Krypto in it. I was worried that he might be a separate figure that you had to buy, on its own. I guess they did, like for Mando and Grogu, they always sold them as a set. You could get individual Mando figures later on, but like they did do a Mando and Grogu set, so it makes sense that they included Krypto with this. So I'm very happy to see that. I'm going to take a minute, open up the box, and then go through all the different pieces. So I'll be right back. All right, so there are 3 separate trays. The top tray has, see if I can get this separated without, well, I'm not really sure how this comes out here. There's 4 separate trays, it looks like. So there's a top base that covers the figure and Krypto. Which I can't figure out how to get off, so I'm not sure how to get the figure out. So I thought maybe they would be taped in there, but it's not. I guess it's just very tightly set in there. It's going to be interesting to see if I can do this without. There we go. Maybe start at the top and work your way down. I'll probably mute the audio for this so you guys don't have to hear all the popping of the package. There we go. Alright, I got that top part off. If you get this figure yourself, be careful. Like, it's on there tight. I was afraid I was going to actually break the packaging trying to get it out. So, just something interesting, something about me that maybe I should preface this with. I love Superman. He is, depending on the day you catch me on, my favorite superhero or my second favorite. Again, depending on the day you catch me on, it could be Batman, it could be Superman, but I grew up on Superpowers, Super Friends, love Superman, Batman, huge DC fan. Basically, since the MCU started, even before that, like ever since I've been collecting comics, I've been off and on a Marvel fan. But especially since the MCU started and like they've been putting out such good movies and TV shows, I've become a huge Marvel fan as well. Back in the day, I had the Marvel Secret Wars action figures. They came with like a little shield and a reflector. Anyway, like that's kind of my comic book history. I was mainly DC. Never really collected Marvel comics until maybe the past 15 years or so. Again, has a lot to do with the MCU and its success and how good those films and TV shows have been. But as much as I love Superman, as much as I love Batman, I am a huge Crypto fan. I know the concept of a dog with superpowers that flies. Some people find, I don't know what, cheesy or whatever. But come on, we're talking about comic books. Like, we're talking about people that fly and shoot laser beams out of their eyes. Like, a dog being able to do that, I don't feel like is any more cheesy than a person being able to do that. So when they announced that Crypto was in this movie, I got giddy beyond belief. And all that happiness lived up all my expectations. It was such a good film. Crypto was so amazing. The one, if I had to have a complaint about the movie, the one complaint I do have about the movie, or I would claim as a something that I didn't care for in the movie, was that Crypto is not Superman's dog. Like, Crypto is Superman watching Crypto for Kara, but still, like, he's Superman's dog. Anyway, so getting a Crypto hot toy figure is, yeah, it's everything I could have ever wanted. I know he's not posable. I know he's not a full, like, whatever. He doesn't have actual fur, but yeah, this I've been waiting for. I have the McFarlane Crypto figure. I got the McFarlane Superman figure set. I'm trying to do this without dropping everything. But there's Crypto right there from McFarlane. A very good figure. I mean, for a figure that was what, $20 for the set, you got a really good Superman and a really cool Crypto. But this right here is what I've been waiting for. So let's go. We're gonna get Crypto out first. Okay. So he looks great. All right. I mean, full honesty, I'm a little disappointed with him. He is very plasticky looking. The paint job that they used on him, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see that on there, but it's very glossy. So like, there's like weird reflections and stuff on it. There's also a very noticeable seam where his cape is attached by his collar there. Let's see if I can get a better shot of that. I know this isn't the main crux of the set, but it's still pretty cool. He looks great. The collar looks great. The S emblem on his cape is actually, it's actually like a piece of vinyl or plastic, so it's not just like a printed on something printed on the material. The cape is actually really nice quality. It's a wired cape, so you can get the cape into more of a flying pose there, like get some action behind the cape there. He's good. He's good. He is. I mean, he's not the main point of the set, right? So maybe one day we'll get like an actual Hot Toys like fur covered figure posable of Crypto. I just maybe wish that they would have. I'll do a comparison. I'll do a comparison of the McFarlane one in just a minute. Let me get the rest of this out of here, and then we'll go back to that. So here's what what you're buying the set for, really, unless you're me. Here is the actual David Corn set Superman. Now, I've seen all the preview. All right, his cape is actually taped down. There go the hands. His cape is actually taped down in the back, so I'm going to need to untape his cape so that I can bring it out of the box. And then I'll have to pause the video while I pick up all of his hands. Lots of plastic covering over the suit. There we go, nice and easy. The wires on the cape don't quite want to come through the window in the back. Gotta help them through a little bit. Alright, I lost all the hands. I was going to say all but one, but there went the last one. Alright, so let's see. Get all the protective packaging, plastic off of him. The suit looks amazing. This suit is just... I love the suit. I know some people had issues with them bringing back the tights, not having the tights. I personally am a fan of the tights, but again, I've been reading and watching Superman content for 40 years at this point. So I personally am a fan of the trunks and glad that they brought them back. He has a... Sorry, I'm just trying to get the cape stretched out here. So the cape is bunched up at the bottom, so it's not wanting to... The wire is all bunched up at the bottom of the cape, so it's not wanting to allow the cape to drape real nicely. So I'm just going to set him down for a second and just try and straighten this out a little bit. I like wired capes, but they do make the draping of the cape kind of not really happen in a natural way. Like, so right there it's kind of really flared out, which is fine. But he also he's got like some plastic protection around his neck there. He doesn't come with a second head, so I'm not sure what... I'm guessing that is just... I'm not really sure what that's for. It's actually taped on there too. Well, I kind of wish they wouldn't have done that. I'm guessing that it has something to do with the... like maybe so that the head, the paint from the head doesn't rub against the neck piece. But I mean, come on, Hot Toys, if you're making a figure that people are going to be displaying, they're going to eventually take this off, and they're going to have the headpiece just against there as well. So I'm not really sure what the point of this is. All right. It's also got, it's really, oh boy. Okay. All right. So I've never seen this on Hot Toys before. I just took the head off. It's been a little while since I opened a Hot Toy. Is that the new peg for the heads? That little prong looking thing? It used to just be like the ball joint, but it looks like they've added a new component. And yep, sure enough, in the head, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there's a plastic insert. So that actually might be really nice. Previously, you can reach up and adjust the eyeballs there, which actually I'm going to do right now because it looks like one of his eyes is kind of looking up more than I think it should. So we're just going to try. Oh boy, that's not good. That's my initial attempt at it. Yeah, Superman's gone a little wonky there. I just want to bring both eyes down so they're kind of centered in the head and looking in the same direction. Yeah, that's much better. So, okay. So, a little bit of work. You can get the eyes looking properly. All right. So then I'm going to try figure out. Well, that's a much nicer. That's so much better. Like that's such an improvement over the way the head sculpts used to attach. Yeah. So there he is, David Cornsweet Superman. This is really cool. I could. Oh man, this is awesome. The suit's very nice. There's a little bit of something on mine. Okay, that came off. The trunks. It looks like they're a separate piece. I gotta figure out because it looks like the one side of the trunks is kind of. I'm sure this looks real great on camera, me messing with his junk right away, but the one side of the trunks is like bent in underneath the other part of the suit, so it wasn't laying real naturally. I wonder how I can adjust that because it looks like when you're looking at it, it looks like it's bunching up. It's not symmetrical. At his weight, at his where his legs come together there, the red is not symmetrical, laying symmetrically. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that I can adjust or shift the trunks over so that that lies a little more symmetrically in the middle of his. There we go. That's a little better. Not great, but I think a little better there. This will apparently maybe the thumbnail just made me showing Superman's junk to the camera. Anyway, so yeah, I mean it's typical Hot Toys. Like it's got all the posing that you would expect. Arms articulated, shoulders, elbows, wrists. You got knees. I'm sure you got feet. Yeah, you can even see the feet here. Do move, but then you start seeing some of the crunching and bunching up of the boots, which is fine. Like I mean, that's to be expected. I'm hoping that the material they're using here is better, and you won't have, that material breaking down if you do happen to move the feet into a different pose. This is an awesome detail. So the back of the boots have. Oh no, sorry, I gotta get the camera to focus on it there. The back of the boots do have the zipper at the top of them where he would zip up the back of the boots. Very cool, like just little thing that I love. I love when they add those little details, like put all the details of the suit in, including things like the zipper at the back. Again, just like on Krypto, you've got your S shield on the back, which is actually like a piece of rubber. It's not just a piece of fabric that the S is printed on. That's very cool. I like that a lot. I'm not sure, like, I'm so bad at like posing these things. I'm not sure what the best pose to put them in. I kind of like the idea of something just like obviously there would be a cool like action pose or something you could do, or maybe like I'll try and do like a flying pose if I put him on the Fortress display base. But yeah, there's the David Cornsweet. I I think it looks good. I don't think it's perfect. Maybe the lighting here isn't the greatest. We're kind of getting weird reflections off the eyes. I'm not sure what's going on with the eyes there. Yeah, that looks weird. In hand, trust me, the eyes look better. I think the reflection is messing with the eyes a little bit. I think the likeness is there. I think Hot Toys has done better likenesses, but this one is very good. The hair looks phenomenal. I think they did a great job with the sculpting on the hair. The suit is perfect. Yeah, this is this is what I wanted. I mean, like this is what I would have had I been able to say like these are the things I want in the Superman figure, like accurate recreation of the suit. I think the colors are correct. I'm colorblind, so like different shades of blue, I'm not really going to perceive or pick up properly. But for me, the color looks good. Try and figure out a good position for the cape to to sit in. It is a huge cape, like, and with the wire in it, it's kind of impossible to get it to just lay naturally on him. So, kind of making do with what I can here. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, we've got a couple things left. I'm going to try and get him to stand up on his own. Stay. Try and pick up all the hands that I dropped. We've got I have 1, 2, 3 sets of hands. So I'm missing 2 hands. I think those went all the way to the floor. In the second tray here, you've got, actually this may just be the backing tray. So in the second tray, you've got the Fortress of Solitude base. All right, this is the thing with Hot Toys. The bases are sometimes phenomenal. This base is incredible. I love the base. I love the logo. I love everything about this. But this is going to take up a ton of room. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got, I don't know, 8 to 10 display cases that I keep Hot Toys in. And I'm out of room already. Like, I don't know that I'm going to have room for this base. That being said, this base is awesome. So somebody else may lose their base. I've got the original Christopher Reeve Hot Toy Superman. Maybe I'll throw a picture of that up in post. But it's got a Fortress of Solitude base. So maybe like this one next to that one, the two of them side by side, that might be pretty cool. But it's a cool base. Like, I'm guessing that they added a nice chunk of money to the cost of the figure for this base, so I kind of feel like I don't want to not use it, but it's ginormous. It's going to take up a ton of space. This is very cool. This is the magnetic flight stand pole. So instead of having a clamp around the figure's waist, you can actually attach the figure via this really strong magnet, so that he's like hovering in the fortress. I thought that I saw, I'm going to have to probably get the instructions out. I thought that I saw the, oh, here it is, like this. There's a little little spot right here you can slide this into to put that for the base. It does come with, if you want to use a clamp, there is the clamp that will go around the waist to hold him in. I know that Crypto has, there's a spot for you to clip Crypto in as well. I'm just trying to see if I can get the instructions out real quick. I've got the instructions here, so let's see real quick if I can figure out which piece goes where as far as like displaying the figures. There actually is a, it's nice, on the instructions themselves there's a little shot of Superman, Crypto, and how they go into the set. Crypto, it looks like, comes with sorry, I'm going to fold these and see. But it looks like Crypto comes with his own display base so that you don't have to... Oh, there's actual tool. Okay, so this is, if you want to do the eyes, there's a tool that you can use that'll help you move the eyes. I probably should have done that first. Maybe I wouldn't have come up with such a awkward looking first eye movement. Tells you about the cape, how far you can move the legs, and whatever. So then it's got the base that goes in for the clamp, if you want to use the clamp. It also comes with this filler piece, so if you're not going to use the top magnetic attachment, you put this filler piece in there, so that looks correct. I am going to use that to start with, so I'm going to put this other filler piece. I'm going to put this other filler piece down here. I think that's where it goes, yes. I don't know if that doesn't quite look right to me. Does it go that way or does it go this way? That's kind of awkward looking. Let me see if it shows how that's supposed to go on there, because actually the way I put it in both directions, it looks kind of awkward. Attach the indication from the base. Okay, so Superman can actually just stand on the base, or you can put... Okay. Alright, so this is the filler piece. I guess you just have to kind of come up with the way that you think it looks best. I'm going to go that route. I think that... So it's... this little piece here is the filler piece. I hope... Oh no. Hope that looks okay. And then the flight pole... Just make sure that I've got that in there right. So the flight pole that they're showing, it comes out at a different angle. I'm not sure. It actually looks like the shorter edge. That's interesting. I'm not sure. I mean, this is the way it's got to go, though. It doesn't really fit in any other way. Let's see if this will hold him real quick. Oh yeah, there you go. With the magnet and everything, he's on there good. That's very cool. Actually, that's, yeah. And then you can't even see the pole behind him. So yeah, that's awesome. All right, we'll definitely be using that for it. And then I've got, let's see if we can set him back down. And then this little base, so you don't have a base for Krypto specifically. I'm going to try and get this all set out of the way here. Krypto comes with this little base. It's just a clear piece of acrylic. And then there's a hole in the bottom of Krypto that you can stick this in. It is nice that they're clear, so, you know, it gives the illusion that he's actually flying. So that's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, so like that's basically it. I'm a huge fan of the movie. My favorite movie from last year. My second favorite movie from last year, Fantastic Four. Third was probably Thunderbolts. I have to go back and kind of think them over. But yeah, those three superhero movies last year were all bangers. Like it was a good year for superhero movies, and hopefully this coming year will be too. The Superman figure looks incredible. My two negatives that I had are the paint job on Krypto. I wish it wasn't such a glossy look. And then Superman, I guess I got two things with that too, because the trunks are not quite laying where his legs come together quite properly. I wish it was more symmetrical. It was even on both sides. That might just be hard to do considering the way the figure's put together. And then the wired cape, I wish he had two capes. I wish it came with a non-wired cape so that it would drape a little more naturally. But people do like the wired capes, and I understand why. I don't do a lot of posing myself, so I don't take advantage of those as much, but I understand why people like them. So real quick, just to go back to it, this is the McFarlane Krypto. So you can see, like, it just, without the glossiness, he has a little more, like, it just feels a little more natural. The McFarlane one is so glossy. I don't know if this is showing up. I hope this is showing up on the camera, but my God, it's like, I don't know. It's very cool. He looks great. It's just like, why did they use a glossy paint for the figure. Like, could they? I don't know if we can get a close up of their faces. If it, camera's probably not gonna zoom in, but yeah, I think if they would have done like a less glossy paint, it would be perfect. So yeah, it's a great figure. It's a great set. I don't know. I think they're waitlisted now, but if you got a chance to pick one up, I would definitely recommend it. Hoping for big things from the DC Studios films in the coming years. And this is kicks it all off right here with David Corenswet's Superman. I'm hoping that we'll get an announcement of a Lex and a Lois. I don't know that we'll get. You might get. I don't know if you'll get Guy Gardner or not. You might get Guy Gardner. Depends on if he's like in Lanterns and what his role is in some of the other films. An Ultraman would be cool. It would be cool if they released like a Ultraman Superman set, like where you just got a base David Cornsweet figure, and then you had a head for Ultraman and a head for like with the longer hair for the Ultraman unmasked, and a head for Superman unmasked, or Superman doesn't wear a mask, but Superman's regular head, and then you could swap the outfits depending on which one you wanted. But yeah, at this point, my big hope is for Lois, Lex, and then fourth or third would be Ultraman. So yeah, hopefully I'll be back soon with some more. But this has been a look at the Hot Toys man or Superman, David Cornsweet, Superman 2025 figure. Yeah, so like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time. Take care.